Ipconfig command. Ipconfig is a TCP/IP utility that displays the current TCP/IP configuration settings for each network interface card. The Ipconfig command is often one of the first commands to use when to check the status of the connection when you experience communication problems on a TCP/IP network. When you type ipconfig at a command prompt, the following information is displayed for each network interface card. IP address, subnet mask, default gateway. You can display additional information, including the host name, physical address, and dynamic host configuration protocol, Windows Internet Name Service, and domain name system configuration, using ipconfig/all. You can release and renew IP addresses obtained by DHCP using ipconfig/release and ipconfig/renew. How to use ipconfig. The syntax of ipconfig command is ipconfig /allcompartments /all /renew adapter /release adapter /renew 6 adapter /release 6 adapter /flushdns /displaydns /registerdns /show class ID adapter /set class ID adapter class ID. Ipconfig parameters explanation. /all displays the full TCP/IP configuration for all adapters. Adapters can represent physical interfaces, such as installed network adapters, or logical interfaces, such as dial-up connections. /allcompartments displays the full TCP/IP configuration for all compartments. /displaydns displays the contents of the DNS client resolver cache, which includes both entries preloaded from the local host's file, and any recently obtained resource records for name queries resolved by the computer. The DNS client service uses this information to resolve frequently queried names quickly, before querying its configured DNS servers. /flushdns flushes and resets the contents of the DNS client resolver cache. During DNS troubleshooting, you can use this procedure to discard negative cache entries from the cache, as well as any other entries that have been added dynamically. /registerdns initiates manual dynamic registration for the DNS names and IP addresses that are configured at a computer. You can use this parameter to troubleshoot a failed DNS name registration, or resolve a dynamic update problem between a client and the DNS server, without rebooting the client computer. The DNS settings in the advanced properties of the TCP/IP protocol determine which names are registered in DNS. /release sends a DHCP release message to the DHCP server to release the current DHCP configuration and discard the IP address configuration for either all adapters, if an adapter is not specified, or for a specific adapter, if the adapter parameter is included. This parameter disables TCP/IP for adapters configured to obtain an IP address automatically. To specify an adapter name, type the adapter name that appears when you use ipconfig, without parameters. /release 6 sends a DHCP release message to the DHCP v6 server to release the current DHCP configuration and discard the IPv6 address configuration for either all adapters, if an adapter is not specified, or for a specific adapter, if the adapter parameter is included. This parameter disables TCP/IP for adapters configured to obtain an IP address automatically. To specify an adapter name, type the adapter name that appears when you use ipconfig, without parameters. /renew renews DHCP configuration for all adapters, if an adapter is not specified, or for a specific adapter, if the adapter parameter is included. This parameter is available only on computers with adapters that are configured to obtain an IP address automatically. To specify an adapter name, type the adapter name that appears when you use ipconfig without parameters. /renew6 renews DHCP v6 configuration for all adapters, if an adapter is not specified, or for a specific adapter, if the adapter parameter is included. This parameter is available only on computers with adapters that are configured to obtain an IPv6 address automatically. To specify an adapter name, type the adapter name that appears when you use ipconfig without parameters. /setClassID configures the DHCP class ID for a specified adapter. To set the DHCP class ID for all adapters, use the asterisk wildcard character in place of adapter. This parameter is available only on computers with adapters that are configured to obtain an IP address automatically. If a DHCP class ID is not specified, the current class ID is removed. /showClassID displays the DHCP class ID for a specified adapter. To see the DHCP class ID for all adapters, use the asterisk wildcard character in place of adapter. This parameter is available only on computers with adapters that are configured to obtain an IP address automatically. /? displays help at the command prompt.
Do you have any interest in cryptocurrency? Coinbase is one of the best cryptocurrency exchanges in the world. And if you open an account from the link below, in the description, you'll receive $10 completely free. Read the conditions below.
Usefulness of Ipconfig. This command is most useful on computers that are configured to obtain an IP address automatically. This enables users to determine which TCP/IP configuration values have been configured by DHCP, automatic private IP addressing, or an alternate configuration. If the name you supply for adapter contains any spaces, use quotation marks around the adapter name. For adapter names, Ipconfig supports the use of the asterisk wildcard character to specify either adapters with names that begin with a specified string, or adapters with names that contain a specified string. For example, local asterisk matches all adapters that start with the string local, and *con* matches all adapters that contain the string con. Ipconfig examples. To renew a DHCP assigned IP address configuration, for only the local area connection adapter, type ipconfig/renew local area connection. To flush the DNS resolver cache, when troubleshooting DNS name resolution problems, type ipconfig/flushdns. To display the DHCP class ID for all adapters with names that start with local, type ipconfig/show class ID local asterisk. Ipconfig on Apple macOS. Ipconfig in macOS X serves as a wrapper to the IP configuration agent and can be used to control the Bootstrap protocol and DHCP client from the command line interface. Like most Unix-based operating systems, Mac OS X also uses Ipconfig for more direct control over network interfaces, such as configuring static IP addresses. If you want to learn more about networking concepts and definitions, don't forget to press the subscribe button. To be notified when our channel releases another video, click also on the bell icon. And don't forget to visit our website, networkencyclopedia.com.